Hello, and thanks for joining me for this episode of NCIA Today. I'm your host, Bethany Moore, NCIA's Director of Communications, checking in with you regularly with updates on what's happening in the cannabis industry and here at NCIA. As we move forward into the Year of the Rabbit, we're excited to go on tour with our winter and spring event calendar, starting at the end of this month with our industry social events happening in 11 cities across the country, plus a cannabis caucus in Colorado, all leading up to our 11th annual Cannabis Industry Lobby Days in May. But first, we got some breaking news just this morning from the FDA. The Food and Drug Administration announced that it has concluded that regulations governing food and supplements would not be appropriate for CBD products, and that the agency will work with Congress to develop a new way forward. Cannabis industry advocates are disappointed with this result after the FDA's protracted study of the issue since 2019, but are hopeful the decision will put more pressure on Congress to move to sensibly regulate CBD and other cannabis products. NCIA's CEO and co-founder Aaron Smith said in a press statement today that the announcement by the FDA underscores the urgent need for Congress and the administration to take swift action to modernize federal cannabis policy and regulate CBD and other products appropriately and in harmony with the vast majority of states that have already legalized cannabis in some form. And a vibrant industry has formed to safely provide cannabinoid products and medicines to millions of Americans, which has the support of the vast majority of U.S. voters. Moving forward with bipartisan federal cannabis reform this year would be both good public health policy and good politics. You can read the full press statement on our website. So that was this morning's excitement, and we hope this kind of news serves as a motivation for you to become even more involved in NCIA's legislative efforts on Capitol Hill to push for sensible regulations. One way to get more involved is to join us in person at our many upcoming events, especially Lobby Days in May. If you were registered for our Missouri Industry Social scheduled for January 25th, we have rescheduled that event for February 22nd due to winter storm weather concerns. So hang tight, we'll see you there soon, and stay warm and safe in the meantime. So our first event of the year will be on January 31st in San Francisco. These events are all about cultivating regional communities of industry professionals so that they connect and learn from each other in a fun, relaxed cocktail hour setting. As always, NCIA members receive complimentary access to industry socials and the Cannabis Caucus based on membership level. Tickets for the industry socials are available for $50 for non-members, but prices do go up on the day of the event. So check out the full calendar of events because now's a great time to register your team to attend, and there's still time to check out our sponsorship opportunities for all of these events, plus Lobby Days. Head to our website to register and fill out the form for sponsorship opportunities, or just send an email to sponsorship@thecannabisindustry.org for more details. In the meantime, our government relations team in DC is excited to be getting back into action after the holiday break. And as the new 118th Congress on Capitol Hill gets situated and freshman members get acquainted with their offices, staffers, and committee assignments. In Madeline Grant's latest blog, she reviews some bills that we will see introduced to address descheduling, decriminalizing, and banking legislative efforts for the cannabis industry. Read more on our website. All right, next, we are partnering once again with FutureSense to roll out the 4th annual Cannabis Compensation Survey, which is open for participation until April 2023. This survey analyzes data provided by employers and produces industry-specific benchmarks for 140 plus unique positions. It complies with federal guidelines meant to protect anonymity and ensure unbiased results, and it's 100% free to participate. Data submission kits will be sent out in March and due back by May 31st. The final results will be published in August. For more information and to sign up, please check out the blog on our website and follow the links. It was also great to hear from Dragonfly Wellness this month, which is Utah's first and largest vertically integrated medical cannabis company. In their recent blog, we learned that Utah is the only state that allows firefighters to use medical cannabis during their off hours. A year ago, the Utah legislative session passed SB 46, which allows for all state employees, including firefighters, to consume medical cannabis on their off hours with a valid medical card, which is certainly an improvement for access to medical cannabis for those who severely need it. Check out the blog on our website to learn more. We also have 2 new episodes of NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice podcast available. First, we continued the conversation with our Facilities Design Committee members in part 2 of our series focused on elements of cannabis dispensary design. The first episode focused mainly on the customer experience of the design. And in this episode, we take a closer look at how design impacts what's happening behind the curtains, so to speak, and how design impacts employees in the workplace. And in the most recent episode of the podcast, I spoke with the team at Fox Rothschild to go even further down the rabbit hole into the legal issues that can come up when constructing a cannabis facility. Long before any customers or employees, plants, or products enter the picture. In this episode, we explore some legal best practices, as well as some do's and don'ts in this process. You can find that episode on NCIA's website or on other podcast streaming platforms like Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Please hit that subscribe button too while you're at it, and thank you for listening. Be sure to check out our Industry Essentials webinar recording archive, as well as hundreds of podcast episodes, both NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice, which I host, and NCIA's Cannabis Minority Report, hosted by Khadija Adams and Mike Lamuno, which will be coming back in a whole new format this February for Black History Month. If you're an NCIA member, reach out to me to learn how you can contribute educational content for our website and newsletter, or pitching to be a guest on our podcasts. Please send me an email to get the ball rolling, bethany@thecannabisindustry.org. As always, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to stay inspired and connected. If you're a member of NCIA, log into NCIA Connect and spark up a conversation with your fellow NCIA members and colleagues today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.